Hey guys, welcome back to episode 26. As you can see, it is Halloween today. I'm about to go to work. I'm going to do a nice 30 minutes for you guys to get this 26th episode in. Um, but yeah, happy Halloween, guys. As you can see, I am the coolest motherfucker alive. Not actually a character. I just decided to dress nice today. Let's get going though. Let's see if we can get ourselves the truck maybe on a nice holiday like today. Halloween has got to be one of my favorites, favorite holidays to celebrate. Anything like that I'm doing, whether I was in school or going to work, I honestly just love. Wait, 1 second, guys. Let me actually. I just realized. Sorry, I'm rushing a little bit just because I got to go to work in a bit. But there we go. We got some audio for you guys. But yeah, whether or not I'm going to school or going to work. I always like to dress up. I think it shows spirit. It shows that you're actually in this bitch, People appreciate that, I believe, from what I can tell. Or the people that you want to appreciate it will appreciate it. So let's see here. So the long drive's still going, guys. Still going strong. We're going to make it to the 30th episode. What do you guys think that I should do for the 30th episode? Do you think there should be any specific thing that you guys want me to do? So I'll definitely be taking those shots every time I don't find what I want to find. I'm not going to do the push-ups again just because I don't want a repeat of last time. I want to do something different. But I was thinking maybe something could be fun. I could have a guest appearance. Maybe I could let my girlfriend drive. Every time I have to drive to a next location, I can get her to drive while I just yell at her. Or backseat drive, I mean, not yell at her. What do you guys think of the costume, by the way? Like, give me like a... I didn't put the... Oh, shit, that was a rock. I didn't put... So there's an inflatable belly that goes in there, because it's Wario, right? Like, Wario. But I didn't put the inflatable belly, because I figured I already have kind of a belly, so... it would just be a belly on top of a belly. I'd just be fat Wario, even though he's already fat. But what do you guys think? Like, give me like a 1 out of 10 for this episode. What do you guys think of the costume? Did I go all out? Is it good enough? And what should I be for next Halloween? I'll probably be streaming by then too, so you'll see it live. Once again, guys, I do appreciate you guys watching and sticking through the episodes. Please like and comment. Again, like, that shit builds my YouTube. It helps me do more of these and get to the point where I can just constantly just do these videos and make you guys laugh. Could you imagine if, like, by the end of all my series and, like, my career on YouTube, I just, like, come out and say, guys, it wasn't a comedy channel. I'm serious. Could you imagine if I did that by the end of it? Like, that I feel like that would end up being more funny. I probably will. I'm going to note that down. 26th episode of the Long Drive series. People will go back to this and say, well, actually, he said it wasn't a comedy channel. So we got a location coming up here. I think it's a haunted house, which is right on brand for Halloween. Let's go through it. I believe let's just go through it and figure out what we got here. Hopefully we can get some AK rounds. Maybe the shotgun finally will show up. Again, I don't really care for the shotgun, because I'm pretty sure it's only 1 round or 2 rounds, which is, it's okay. If it's 1 round, it's shit. If it's 2 rounds, it's like, it's okay, I guess. I'll probably still use it. Like, I won't have the katana, maybe. But, let's check it out, guys. Sometimes with vehicles, too, I could luck out and maybe find... No, there's a broken vehicle in the back. There's not much, but we'll take a look. We're gonna just pull up here. Just gonna pull up here and see what they have in stock for us here. All right. For the new followers out there, by the way, or for the new subscribers, I just wanted to ask you guys to... I'm still going to be doing playthroughs. Actually, the next playthrough I'm going to be doing is almost like this long drive. But it's going to be a different game, obviously, with a different vehicle that I'm going to be driving far. down the line. But I was gonna ask you guys, you know, what games would be good that you would, you know, if you saw it pop up on your feed that it was me making the video, that you wouldn't just randomly go to me and unsubscribe. You know, it's something that you would actually watch and see it through. Let me know in the comments, because I am very versatile and very flexible. I understand that switching games a bunch and my YouTube style might anger a lot of people, but that's okay, you know. I'm gonna be me unapologetically. I'm gonna be me. But I'm sorry. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here. Boss, I don't think there's anything in there. There's definitely a dude in here. In this room? Was he in this corner? Okay, okay. I don't see anyone. There's a tree growing out of the ground here. Can I break it? Okay, I can't break it. That's cool. That's fun and exciting. What's going on here? Why is there just a tire on a pot? That makes me kind of uncomfortable. Whatever. Is there a guy in here? No. No one in here. Now I feel like I'm hearing someone talk. Again, I don't have my headset in. Just because I don't want to mess up this hat. But, huh. Okay, let's go downstairs. There's probably a dude down here. There's always a guy in this room right here. Let's see. No, there's no one in here. No one in here. There's a lot of sausages, and honestly, I want to take the sausages, but I'm gonna have to be going in and out and in and out and in and out. And I don't really like going in and out and in and out. So we're not gonna do that. Come on, dude. There's no one here? Really? I hear a voice, though. I'm pretty sure. Or at least I see the audio levels jumping. As if there's someone else here. So we're going to go upstairs now. It looks like the basement and the main floor is all... What is that? The main floor is all cleared out. We're going to go upstairs now and check out if... yeah, there we go. We got one person. Gonna have him sit down for a second there. Why don't you just have a seat? My name is Chris Hansen. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. My name's Chris Hansen. Which is crazy because my name's actually Chris. So, I am Chris Hansen. In search of predators. Oh, we got another one. Put him down. We got another one. Put him down. That should be all of them. I feel like there's only usually 3 up here. We're going to check that last room that's usually in the corner. Now this room always has a skeleton in it. Yep, always has a skeleton in it. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's like they all take their turns doing stuff to it. And then leave. Oh shit, I can actually... Oh my god, this is the only one without the glass pane? That's crazy, dude. I feel like all the windows have a weird glass pane that's so clean that it looks like you can jump through it, but you can't. Alright, I think that's it, guys. Yeah, it was kind of a shitty haunted house. Again, I'm trying to look for AK-47 ammo, or... Is there a bat? There's a bat in the sky. Oh, there's a bunch of bats. I guess that just happens over the haunted house, eh? That makes sense. So yeah, that was a pretty shitty haunted house. It's okay. We're gonna move on here. Only 9 minutes into the video, so I think it should be fine. That stop. Oh man, I keep forgetting to close the engine here. Engine bay. It's okay. It doesn't really matter for performance. It just looks kind of funky. Yeah, let me know, guys, also, like, in the comments, let me know what you guys dressed up as for Halloween, you know, let me know your cool ideas, or even if it was just, like, you know, I dressed up as a werewolf, like, I always want to see what, like, people mainly dress up as. I feel like that's interesting. It's good to know what many people dress up as, because then you want to dress up as, like, the opposite, you know, like, something unique and different, and I figure... my work is doing the Super Mario theme because we're Japanese, but we're also kind of fusion with like the Western side of the world. So I figured I actually told them the idea was Super Mario would be awesome because it's Japanese born, but it has like a Western twist on it, obviously because of Mario being like some white dude with a mustache and like a plumber kind of. It's just kind of funny. So I thought Super Mario would be like the perfect thing for us. It would be super matchy with what cuisine we are and how our restaurant kind of runs. So, I was gonna be Mario. I told everyone, like, guys, like, if no one's gonna be Mario, I'll be Mario because we have to have a Mario. And then I find out like a week before Halloween that two girls are gonna be, one's gonna be Mario and one's gonna be Luigi. And I was like, guys, I literally already bought the Mario outfit, the Mario costume. I already had it. But I was like, you know what, whatever, like, sure, okay, you guys be that. I'm gonna get another costume, so I got Wario, which was kind of fun. I wanted to be Waluigi, but they just, for some reason, Waluigi was on back order. People, I guess, like that outfit, but Waluigi, guys, is my favorite character from Super Mario. Waluigi! I just fucking love his whole vibe and, like, his lengthiness, and he's just a creepy old uncle, he's just a weirdo, and I like that type of weirdo. But, yeah, so I'm gonna be Wario. But people are gonna, our head chef is like this, scary looking tough dude. And he was telling me that he wanted to be like a sexy Peach. And he's not working tonight, but he said he would come in and like, I told him, I said, you should come in, check on like the levels of stuff and how your kitchen's doing. And like in your sexy Peach costume and just be like so serious. And like when people are smiling and stuff, just be like, so how are the levels with the duck? Good? Yeah. And you guys made potatoes? You have rice ready? Okay. All right. Good job, guys. I'll see you tonight. Like if you did shit like that, I think that would add to the costume even more. Just because it's like this is a normal day for me, guys. Like, what do you mean I'm dressed up? Like. But yeah, like our head chef is this big fucking dude that we're gonna get him to, or he's gonna be a sexy Peach, which is gonna be pretty funny. And I was obviously thinking like things like that too, but I'm front house, which in restaurants, if you understand, it basically means like you're on the front end of the restaurant, not in the kitchen. So you are going to see people all day and they're going to be making comments about your costume, all that stuff. So I didn't want to do something super controversial. Not that it is, but I didn't want to bring too much attention to myself. I want to be involved, yes, spiritually there, but not trying to take the attention away from either our restaurant or the other people dressed up. So I chose Wario, and I wanted to be Waluigi, but whatever. I was also thinking too, Bowser would be really fun, but I feel like Bowser is a little bit hard because if you don't do like a mask or something, you're kind of just wearing like a backpack and an outfit. Like it's not really, like at least with this, I kind of look like an Italian plumber already. So just wearing the hat and the costume, it's like, amazing. Anyways, I'm yapping about Halloween, but anyways. I just want to tell you guys some Halloween stories maybe that I've been through and stuff too along the ride here. But Halloween in Toronto is pretty fun. It's a pretty cool experience, especially as a kid, obviously. I think the last time I went trick-or-treating, I think I was like 13 years old, which I think is actually too old. But I remember just having parents like giving me, the stink eye and shit and just being like, you're too old for this, sir. Like, but eventually they'll give you candy. Like, you're still a kid, technically. You're not, an adult at 13. It was just funny because most of it, I was just trying to get candy so I can eat it with my friends at their house, But, trick-or-treating with my cousins and stuff when I was under 10 years old, like, that stuff is really fun. I suggest if you are a new parent, you have to do it, even if your kid doesn't want to. Get them out there, get them to enjoy it. It's a fun experience. I do see it dying down a little bit, trick-or-treating, which is kind of sad. Not a lot of parents are taking their kids out because of how frightened they are from strangers, which it's fair. That is your call, obviously. But I just want you to know that, like, it made me really happy as a child growing up knowing that there's a there's a day out of the year where it is okay to accept candy from strangers. Now, obviously there are some bad things that come with Halloween, like the pranksters and such like that. There was one Halloween where I was dressed up as a wolf, and that was like my favorite. I wanted to be a werewolf. So I had like this crazy mask with like its tongue sticking out and blood and teeth and, you know, just angry eyes and just hairy everywhere. What I was doing was I thought I was cool. I think I was only like 14, 15. But I thought I was really cool, and obviously my brain wasn't fully developed, just being stupid. But I was sitting inside of like a park. I was lying on the ground and pretending I was like a werewolf. And, you know, as not like little kids, but like as like teenagers walked by or preteens, I would like start roaring and screaming and like running after them as they ran away. But honestly, like, that's just the vibe of Halloween. Like, you go to Halloween Haunt, it's the same thing. I just kind of forced them to be in a Halloween Haunt situation, which is pretty funny. Oh, we got a truck here, but I don't think I can take it. Yeah, I can't take this one, guys. That really sucks. That really sucks. I'm gonna leave the engine on. Yeah, I cannot take this. Kind of sucks too because, oh, it does have a, I guess it does have a fuel tank. You know what, I'm going to take this mini fuel tank as well, because I don't want to be effed over where I find the truck and then it won't take the big fuel tank that I have. So this way I have variety that basically I won't be able to be told no. Yeah, I can't take this truck. Unfortunately, I cannot. But we're gonna check what's in it, at least. It's just empty. Okay. Yeah. No, we can't take it, so we're gonna move on. Anyways, if you guys have any other Halloween stories, things that, you know, you kind of regret and you kind of look back and you're like, wow, that was kind of dickish, you know, like, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear those stories. I also have stories, you know, when I was like 16 to like 18 to like 19 of like house parties that you'd go to, and, you know, you have like all the girls are dressed up as a sexy something, and the guys are all dressed up as a scary, but also like, I look pretty good. Like there's army guys and like doctor guys and like you look at it and you're like, you literally just. Or it's like the gangsters, but it's just them trying to like dress up how they actually want to dress up, and it's so obvious. I find those kind of like sad because it's like, wow, you didn't even like, you're not even being creative about it. And I've actually probably been guilty about one of those. I've been guilty of that before, of dressing up just like and calling myself a hype man. But in reality, it's just like, this is how I want to dress. It's all my nice, cool things all put together. It looks ridiculous as fuck, but, you know, it's like, I wish I was this cool that I could just dress like this every day. That's not a costume, you know, that's just, I mean, I guess it is. I guess it counts, I guess. I just think that, like, it's cooler to be something unique, something out of this world kind of crazy. And it doesn't even have to be scary. It could just be... could just be like, you know, a character, which I am. I'm Wario. If there's a character you guys think that I would have been better as, let me know in the comments too. I was thinking a lot of different ones. I thought Yoshi would have been cool. Excuse me. Not getting enough sleep either. I'm trying to fit these videos in too with my busy schedule, but I love doing this stuff. It's not any problem. But we're getting into the winter season soon, guys. I'm honestly pretty afraid. Again, I'm in Canada, so it gets a little bit crazy in the winter. Some days it's not even possible to go outside. But I know that some of you guys are like either in Texas or Florida and shit, or LA, and you have zero snow in the winter, or some days you'll have like one day where it snows or something, but it just won't stick. Like there's not going to be snow banks or anything. Those are trippy. I can imagine. I can only imagine, like, the life you live where it's just no snow at ever, and then you don't even go travel where there's snow at all. Like you've just never really seen it in person, and then suddenly snow is like flaking from the sky. Like that would be trippy as fuck. Especially in the times where they didn't have social media or news or all these things that showed you what it was, so you're not surprised, like movies. But I can only imagine, like, say places like in Africa or something, and then suddenly they're transported into a place where it's so cold and there's snow and there's mountains and there's like that's got to be trippy as fuck. And I can almost thank social media and media for teaching me things that I have never seen before. We're hungry. I need some of this sausage in my mouth right here. Let me eat some of these sausages. Get it, put it in my mouth and shit. Yeah. So, anyways, Halloween. It's always been a fun time for me. Always enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it like the last few years. If I'm home during Halloween, I actually enjoy opening the door and giving little candies to kids and stuff, and seeing their costumes. And I enjoy it because like long visits with children, I fucking hate. I'm sorry, I want to punt them across the room, but it's just because of how much of a shithead I was as a kid that I know, God is testing me and being like, you know what? This is what you're like. You ask questions all the time. You are the curious child. So I know that that's why it annoys me, is that I know I was in that position at one point. But with Halloween, at least they just open the door, they want your candy, and then they leave. You get to ask them what they are. You get to see their costume. Sometimes, like, also too, some of these parents are super creative, dude. Like, so creative. I actually love it. Like, really well done costumes that I've seen before. And I can't wait to see. But this time I'm going to work for Halloween at my new place now, so I won't be able to see all the kids in their fun costumes. But I'm sure my mom will, and let me know what she sees. Halloween has just got to be one of the most creative holidays. Room for artistic uniqueness, and that's probably why I appreciate it so much. Is that there's no boundaries with art, You can be whatever you want to be. I also love seeing like those controversial ones. So I saw recently on Instagram. Lizzo, you guys know who Lizzo is. She's a plus-sized singer, and in one of the South Park episodes, they were saying that if you don't take Ozempic, you can have the Lizzo, which is basically just self-appreciation, basically being okay with being plus-sized, and it was just funny because she dressed up as Ozempic. So it's almost like she knew about the episode and she's being a good sport about it and stuff. And that's really cute to me, to be honest. Because, I have people pointing out my flaws all the time. And I figure if you can't laugh at your own flaws, then you're probably going to do really bad in life. You're going to get eaten alive. So I thought that was really funny. She dressed up as Ozempic. And it's interesting, too, because it's like, she's rich. She's got to have money, like... So Ozempic is definitely an option for her to lose weight, but she's okay with it. She's out here, she's with that shit. So that's admirable, and I think that's cute. But also, some could argue and say, it's part of her image, and if she takes that away, then she might not be able to sell herself anymore, because a lot of plus-size women love her for being plus-size. If she gets rid of that, then it's almost like she just went back on everything that she was, confident about. But regardless, really cool. I appreciate people like that kind of go against the grain. That's another thing that I've been looking at lately too, guys, is like, if you want to make it doing something creative, you want to make it doing something crazy, different, then you have to go against the grain. You have to be looked at as a weirdo. You have to be looked at as crazy. I mean, look at me. Look at me right now. I do stuff all the time that embarrasses me so that I grow, so that people know that I'm different. There's no question about it, you know. And either you could be different and probably never make it because of what you are and who you are, but I'm sure that if you stick to things that people think are crazy and think you're crazy for it, I'm sure that some good will come out of it. I love people who are different. I love the diversity that even Toronto has, not just with the race or religion, stuff like that, but like just with lifestyle, you know. People are so different than how you are. You know, it doesn't really matter. As long as they're not hurting anyone or themselves, like, it doesn't really matter what they're doing. It doesn't affect you. You know, why do you care? So, no, and this is why also I'm friends with people around the world from my streaming community. I have a friend from Iran, shout out Das. I have a friend from Michigan. I have a few friends from Michigan, shout out Fuzzy. I have a friend from Ohio, shout out Kat. Shout out all the people that have been really supportive lately. Marcos, I actually forget where you're from, but I appreciate you watching all the videos and staying tuned. You a real one for that. And I know we've had our little fights over in GTA and stuff, but I do really appreciate you, man. And the reason that we have those fights is that, you know, we have opinions and we're different and we're just, you know, we're smart people. So yeah, so shout out to all the people in my community. You guys have all been really nice to me. You know, it's been many, many, many years now. It's been like 4 years, actually. Not many, but it's been about 4 years since I've started streaming and doing content. I think actually we're almost at 5 years. But I would assume that the last 2 years I've been taking it really more serious. I see that also, like, with the pandemic, there was a boom in content creators because of, you know, being able to stay at home and make money, and also like just playing video games to make money. Like, it seemed very cool, right? And I get that, and that's exactly what I thought too. But I just realized, like, after the pandemic, people went back to their jobs and they quit, you know, gaming and content creating for good, or they do it a tiny bit here and there. And it's like, it made me kind of sad because it's like they could have had the potential to do something great and to do something big. And that's another thing that kicks me to keep going. You know, I have a full-time job. I went back to my restaurants and my career, but I also stuck to content creating. I actually don't think, I'm not just in it for the money that I could be making just at home. Of course, that's, you know, a lifestyle and something that I would want to do and get, but I just love doing this too. Like, I've always edited videos and filmed and did shit like that, so I think this is right up my alley to have this as my career, and especially building a community where we can actually be connected. So there's another thing that I really wanted to do, like if I had millions of followers, is I would want to have movements. Like, I would want to be like, you know what, guys? Fuck the self-checkout line at Walmart. Everyone, no matter what it is, no matter how much time you have on your hands, just line up at the actual checkout line. Because they usually have one checkout line, and then, like, the self-checkout is, like, this huge area where people just kind of filter through. And, like, sure, it's faster, but you're working, and you're also taking away from a potential worker. I think I'm out of gas. I'm just going to quickly fill up. But you're taking away, like, they're basically letting go 3 cashiers or 4 cashiers, depending on what the day is, so that you can just do the cashier work. You're not getting paid for it. You're paying the exact same price, if not more, actually, because they raise the prices of everything. And so it's like, what I'm thinking is, if I had millions of followers, I would have a movement of fuck the self-checkout line. And I've been doing this personally. I know I'm not really making much of a difference. I think I'm making a small difference, if anything. But I personally will, no matter what, I have like 3 items, I will line up at the checkout line where there is a hired worker to check my stuff and help me pay. And then I leave. I will never go to self-checkout. I don't appreciate it whatsoever because, again, it's taking away jobs from people who could be making that money. And also, Walmart is saving so much money having self-checkout. Like, so much money they're saving. Yet, they already make billions of dollars. Anyways, so that's just one thing. There's a lot of things that I think of. And again, like, you guys don't have to agree with me. It's just something I would want to put out there and have you think about at least. Have you say, you know what? My Costco is the exact same way. They have or Costco I don't think has it. But my Longos or my No Frills, or I'm probably naming a lot of Canadian places. My my Walgreens. That's American, right? But yeah, like if you were to just not have self-checkout, you know. But then again, I think that if people did that movement and then Walmart was forced to hire people for the cashier job, they'd be like, okay, well then we have to raise prices, you know, for all these things. And it's like, you know what? That's fine. That's okay. Because at the end of the day, it's not really about the money for us. It's about people having jobs and security and being able to feed their families. You know, money is just a part of that. It's just the currency that we use. But I just think that's an interesting point. But anyways, yeah. This will be the end of the episode, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching. Happy Halloween. Be safe out there. Don't do anything that Harsh wouldn't do. Don't do anything that God wouldn't do. And we'll see you guys in the 27th. Thanks for watching.